hard to sum up when you make statements like that there, because you don't really think of it like that there. You're still in the midst of the game. So I'll probably worry about that, about being etched into history after I'm not in football anymore. But in terms of the performance and the players, it's we said before the game, opportunities don't come around all the time. When you're younger, you think everything stays forever, and you'll always be in football. And to grab this opportunity, and they certainly did that. They started. We spoke about that. We think we could, with our movement, we could make a space at the front post, and it worked perfectly. And then I thought Celtic started to come into the game too much the last 20 minutes of the first half on that left-hand side. So we tweaked things at half-time. We got our two strikers to play on the outsides of their centre-halves and hit them on the break, leave the middle centre-half on the ball and press from there, and Keanu back his man Mark McGregor. And I thought it worked really well. I thought we could have had more goals on the counter with maybe just the next pass or the next finish. So to everybody involved in it, in terms of coaching staff, playing staff, admin staff, we've got the smallest in the country, and for the level of work they put in, I'm delighted for them more than myself. Obviously I'll sit back and relax and enjoy it at some stage, but for the people that put all the hard work in and the players that have to go in the arena, it's they're the ones that deserves all the credit. We are a team that plays with probably not a lot of fear anyway. We go after teams. We don't overly sit back no matter what the opposition are. But it's easy talking like that. It's easy saying that. And we use the banner. We stole it off the North Bank, and they have the big banners, faith over fear. And what I said to them was, if you play with fear, that means you're not organised. That means you don't have belief in your ability. And this group are ultra organised. And we said, have faith. You are stronger. You are quicker. You are good players that can cause real problems. And I said, give them the best version of yourself. The result will take care of itself. And when you walk off the pitch, have you give the best version of yourself. And to a member of staff, I thought they'd done that in abundance today. He was top class, and we got a phone call at 7:30 this morning from Mika to say he'd been thrown up all night, he'd been really struggling, and I think that takes a real man, a real professional to do that. It's easy not to tell the truth, it's easy to try and battle through, but he still played a huge part in this today, and his honesty probably describes the whole group. It describes the whole group. They're just honest boys with real talent that work for each other. Jonah has been with me. I've taken Jonah lots of places that I've gone, and he's got so much talent. He's got absolutely everything. When he plays like that, he's unplayable. I thought he terrorised the three centre halves today with his pace, his strength, his quality, and delighted for him because he's a lovely boy. I thought, it's going to be a long day from here. What was that, the second minute? Oh no. The boys asked me, was I comfortable at 3-1 with a minute to go? Brian Kerr whispered to me, surely we can't mess this up. And I was like, no, hopefully not. So, no, look, you're never comfortable against Celtic. Whatever spin is put on it. Celtic are a top class team with top class footballers that can win a game in a second and get back into a game in a second. So my emotions were, we've scored, don't sit back, and we did. That was the disappointment. We did sit back too much. Our centre forwards dropped way deeper than we wanted to, and we then didn't have the chance to counter attack for the last 20. But I thought when we tweaked it at half time, where we put the two centre forwards playing on the outsides of the centre halves, there was loads of space in behind them with the wing backs that they had pushing forward, and I didn't think they created loads in the second half. I thought we were in a lot of control without the ball, and we could have actually scored more goals with the ball. I probably look back and think it is. Yeah, it's hard to put into words. I was looking for my family. My two boys are over from Belfast. My wife was here. She doesn't go to lots of games because she doesn't like the stick that you get. My sister's here. Her husband. So it's brilliant for them. They're the ones that read all the stuff. They hear all the criticism. You forget as a manager, like I'm somebody's son, somebody's dad, somebody's husband, somebody's brother, and they take it a lot more personally than I do. That's the industry I'm in. I don't take a lot of heat of it, to be honest. But for them, yeah, it's a special day. So I'm delighted to give them that day. The crowd, the fans that have been fantastic to me. They've even we went, I think 6 games without a win or something. At no time did I hear any criticism. They're just behind the group. They believe in what we do, and that's very refreshing in an era of football where you don't get a lot of time.
Well, growing up, when